Hi, kids. It's me and Roxy Roo. I don't know what it is, but every night at this time, she's so sleepy. Every night at this time, Roxy Roo is so sleepy. Hi, everybody. It's Joni Wilson from Nashville, Tennessee, the writer of the book series, The Dog Rescuers. And of course, we're actually in the middle of reading book one, Kiddo Trains a Rescuer. Me and Roxy Roo, we've been here every night joining you guys all over the world now. We've been getting messages from Venezuela, from Mexico. Hola. We've been getting messages from Canada. We've been getting messages from kids from France, from Great Britain. Everybody is enjoying this all over the world so far. Now, a lot of these kids are in bed right now, but in Canada, it's 9 p.m. And here in Nashville, Tennessee, it's Central Time, it's 8 p.m. There are kids all across the United States as we go further west, and it gets a little bit earlier for them. So you can always go back on my Facebook page and you can catch up whatever it is that you've missed, okay? So I share it on my page. I also share it on the page. Got to move our little camera here. The Dog Rescuers page on Facebook as well. Okay, so you can always go back on that page or on my page, Joni Wilson. Okay, and you can catch up. And then you can join us live, or if it's too late and you need to go to sleep, I would rather you go to sleep. Really good for your parents. And then you can do this at nap time in the middle of the afternoon if you want. You can just go back and replay whatever Roxy and I have read to you, okay? Mojo's doing great. He is asleep right now because if you've been joining us, Mojo, my other little dog, who's also eventually in the book series, had a knee operation. He's doing great. So I want you guys not to worry about him, but he is on sleepy medicine to help him heal faster. So his dad is watching him right now in the other room. And so it's just me and Roxy Roo right now, but hey, she's enough. Roxy is a Maltese. People were asking, what is Roxy Roo? She's actually a Maltese and she's 1.5 years old. So she's still a puppy. And she still likes to get into all kinds of things. And we had a big day today. We had walks. We went out to the yard. We did all kinds of fun stuff. All right. So I have right here, I wanted to show you a picture of Zeus and me. And this was actually a really great day. We were at a lake where I used to live here in Nashville, and we were looking out on the lake, and Zeus had found a trail, and he guided me through that trail all the way to the water's edge safely. That was his gig. Zeus was a great guard dog, and this dog, Zeus, really existed, and he was the dog that inspired this whole book series. Kiddo is actually a fiction. He's a fictitious character. What does that mean? That means it's a character that I've made up, although there are several dogs out there in my life that inspired me to create the character Kiddo. And so a couple people are asking, where did the character Kiddo come from? And so I've had several little dogs that I have rescued in my past that all had Kiddo-like qualities. They were just the kind of dog that you thought, I bet you any money this little dog is so smart. He's communicating with other dogs. I just know it. But we're humans, so we don't hear what dogs do or what they think. But I know that dogs have a secret world. I know that they have their own thing. They are communicating with each other, and they're figuring out a way all the time on how to help us human. Yeah, all of our problems and things, they're figuring out how to help us. I really, truly believe that, and I think you do too, because dogs and cats rule. So tonight, chapter 6 is a little bit on the shorter side, okay? But that's okay, because as we go on, chapter 7 is even better. It gets a little longer tomorrow night, so we'll be back here again at 8 p.m., and if you're interested in these books at all and you want to own them, you don't have to. I don't want you to think that you have to buy them, because this is not about that. This is about giving you some great free stories every night before bed to help your parents get you to bed because all of us are going through some stress right now. And so we just need to have happy things like dogs in our lives. But if you wanted to, you can get them on Kindle, and you can get them on Nook, and you can get them on iBooks, Barnes & Noble, and Amazon. And you can search it under the Dog Rescuers, or you could just search it under my name, Joni Wilson. Or you could go to the Facebook page, which is www.thedogrescuers.net, and you can hear all the songs. There's 11 songs on there that you can listen to, and every dog has their own song as you read through the books. So it's kind of fun. You can also get coloring book pages. You can also join the Paw Club. You can learn all kinds of things about dog breeds. We're constantly adding to that webpage. It is there for you. Okay? So let's get on with The Dog Rescuers, Kiddo Trains a Rescuer, Book 1. When we get finished with this, we will then start on to Book 2. Okay? So it's something to look forward to. We're at Chapter 6, Master Plan. Let me put my glasses on. Oh, there, now I can see you so much better. Wow, you're so cute. Hi, kids, you're so cute. Okay. Sunday evening was warm, and the sky glowed as the sun started to set in the golden hour of the day. Zeus and Kiddo took full advantage of a moment to nap, while Luke and Abby looked on. I really want to do right by them, Abby said. They need us to find their homes. Abby, you might have to realize that we may never find their old homes. We have tried and tried, but that doesn't mean we can't find them a new home, Luke explained. We need a plan B mode of operation. My dad is a veterinarian, and we can go to him with a plan that I have, he said. What plan was plan A, she said. Luke sadly looked down and paused before he explained. You see, Abby, we have been doing Plan A, which was a noble job trying to find their original owners. That is exactly what we were supposed to do, but I'm afraid these 2 dogs have been abandoned. That is why we can't find their original owners. They don't want to be found, Luke said sadly. How could anybody do that? Abby said despondently. Some folks get a dog for all the wrong reasons. They can't or won't take care of them. That is why it is so important to remember that when you get a dog, it will be your best friend. It will be your responsibility for its entire lifetime. Or if you can no longer take care of your dog, then find it a wonderful new home. So they need to think twice and make sure they understand a dog is a part of the family and it has a commitment until they die and cross the Rainbow Bridge, Luke explained. What is the Rainbow Bridge? Asked Abby. It is a special heavenly place where animals go when they die. They wait there for us so that we get to see them again and play with them again because love never dies. It is the best part of heaven, Luke explained. Abby had to think for a second about all the information Luke gave her. She felt the weight of her new responsibility, and she also knew that these 2 beautiful dogs deserve great homes and to be loved. Then we moved to Plan B mode of operation, which is to find Kiddo and Zeus new homes, Abby confirmed. Let's change all of our posters to say, adopt, and we will have my dad examine them to make sure they are perfectly healthy. And in the meantime, you and I can train them to adapt to new homes and new humans, Luke proclaimed. Zeus and Kiddo were listening to every word. Kiddo calmly meditated on the future in a pose, and with one eye open, Zeus and on the other hand looked down to the miniature scruffy Zen master with such excitement. And here you go. This is the picture drawn by Kimberly Cranfield. As you can see, little Kiddo is striking a pose. This is like his little pose to meditate. And of course, Zeus is just game for anything, right? And Kiddo at the moment is listening to Abby and Luke. And he's hearing how his whole master plan is coming into place perfectly by them figuring it out, all on their own. I'll be darned, little buddy. Did you hear that? It worked. Your plan A is complete. And now plan B of your master plan is in motion, he said. Kiddo replied in rhyme, of course, since it was a good moment to use it. With all of their attempts to find their old homes have come and gone, it is now set. They've decided to find us new homes and get the help from Luke's dad, the vet. Luke made sure that Abby realized there was more work to be done. They were going into Plan B mode of operation, find the dogs a home. But that meant more work was to come. Abby, we have to regroup. All along, we were just trying to find their homes, but now we have to prepare them in how to behave in the surroundings of a new home, said Luke. Well, what kind of new home surroundings do we have to adapt to? Asked Abby. Things like the vacuum cleaner noises, and how to behave inside without knocking things over. Look how big Zeus is, said Luke, and the little one needs a bath. Whew, have you smelt him lately? Luke laughed. Kiddo hid behind Zeus. I haven't had a bath since I trained a millionaire's daughter how to be a rescuer. What can I say? It was baths and caviar every night. I had to give in, but I hate water on my body. I like my smell. But she was cute, so I let her give me a bath, Kiddo said. Luke kept on with his new laundry list, and last but not least, how to react to the family cat, Luke joked. Kiddo looked at Zeus in horror as Zeus looked back at Kiddo the same way. This was no joke to them. Wait, did he say cat? Asked Kiddo, like the creatures who have ulterior motives, like those critters that sneak up behind you and take a swipe at you with their claws just because they can, like those monsters who treat you like you're their staff. Kiddo secretly yelled out to Zeus with his mind. And there are vacuum cleaners, cried Zeus. Have you seen what happened to my big hairy beast like me around a vacuum cleaner? They are noisy and they want to suck up my fur, even if it still's on my body, Zeus answered. Okay, that is not part of my master plan. We have to regroup. We have to become irreplaceable to them. So they want us to stay here, replied Kiddo. Well, what are we going to do? Zeus asked. Well, we'll have to find the right time to become irreplaceable. We will know when it presents itself. In the meantime, we learn how to tolerate a cat, a vacuum, and I guess I'm getting a bath. Ah, said Kiddo. And here's a picture. Here's a picture. Of course, Zeus is getting sucked up by the vacuum cleaner, and there's Kiddo. He just had a bath, and he's pretty fuzzy now. Ever see what happens to your dog when you give them a bath? They get pretty fluffy, don't they? Oh my goodness, little Roxy. There she is. She's already asleep. We tuck her in every night, don't we? This is the very end of chapter 6. A couple of things that I wanted to just quickly point out in chapter 6. So we talk about a place called the Rainbow Bridge. And if you go on www.thedogrescuers.net, you will see the poem called The Rainbow Bridge. And what is that place? Well, I believe it's a fantastic place that all of our pets go. It's heaven. It's a place in heaven so that when we go there, we get to see all the pets we've had our whole lives. They're the first ones to greet us. So that's the Rainbow Bridge. It's a fantastic place. So if you have a pet, and your pet dies, I don't want you to worry. I want you to know that someday you will see your pet again. I believe that because love goes on and on and on. So I want you guys now to go to bed like little Roxy Roo is, okay? She is already sleepy. She doesn't like it when I wake her back up, but that's okay. I'm going to give her a hug. I want you to hug your brothers and your sisters. I want you to hug your parents, your aunts, uncles, your grandma, grandpa, who's ever in the house with you right now. And I want you to hug your goldfish or your turtle or your hamster or your dog or your cat. Okay? Because right now it's all about love. That's why we're here. You have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow night for chapter 7, okay? And something really fun is about to happen, and you can go back and replay this on my Facebook page, okay? I do save it to my page, and you can catch any of your friends up on with the other nights that we've already read. They've all been saved too. Good night, kids. Take care, okay? Peace.